Now joining us in studio is Bronson Kaufusi, who was in Indianapolis just a couple days ago at the NFL Combine. I believe it was Sunday when you actually did a lot of that stuff, but you were there for a couple days. Welcome back to Studio B, man.
Hey, thanks. Good to be back.
What was that experience like, running around in your underwear in front of everybody?
Well, you run faster, so it works. No, it was great. No, I had a great experience. Cool to be there, once in a lifetime, so just try to make the most of it.
Yeah, how well do you feel you performed?
I feel like I definitely helped myself, and I felt like I showed some things that the scouts and NFL teams wanted to see.
What were some of those things?
I think just one thing, they wanted to see a big guy that can move. I weighed in 285 and I was running the linebacker drill, so it was great to be able to showcase those basketball feet. So
Did you tell Corbin about that? You're like, hey, check out these feet.
Yeah, for real.
So what's the talk with NFL scouts regarding you being a 3-4 system and transferring to maybe a 4-3, linebacker, D-line? What are the plans for you at the next level?
They know I can play both. I'm pretty versatile, so they've said, okay, you can be a DN in a 3-4, you can get bigger, about 300, or you can be about 265 and play that outside backer, and in the 3-4, or in the 4-3, you could play the 5-tech, or you could even get bigger and play the 3-tech. So it's kind of just whatever they want. I'm gonna do it.
So that will depend on what team drafts you and what they want to do with you ultimately.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of a weird idea to be like, I might have to gain 15 pounds or lose 20, depending on what happens, right? Is that weird for your diet?
For me, no, because that's kind of what I did here. My body responds well to training, eating, not eating less. So
what's your preference?
Getting 300 though.
Yeah.
300 pounds, have you ever been 300?
Yeah. On my mission, I was 300.
Oh,
in New Zealand, you got up to 300.
Got up to 300.
What about your wife? What does she feel about that?
Hey, I might be bigger, but it's worth it.
You'll be able to afford more of those groceries, I think, in a couple of months, right? What's it like knowing that? There's a possibility you worked your whole life for the potential to be a millionaire in a couple of months.
Oh, I really don't think about it, that way. I'm more focused about just taking the one step at a time. So right now, I'm really just focused on the pro day. That's the next box I need to check. So I'm just getting ready for that, and really nothing else matters other than that pro day.
That's right. So I always hear weird, crazy things with the interview process and just the weird questions like, what's your favorite color?
If you were a tree, what kind of tree would it be? Daniel Sorensen was asked, okay, I've got a paperclip here. What are, tell me in 30 seconds the most things you can think of what you do with this. Weird stuff.
What's the weirdest thing that you had asked?
Oh, man, I got asked a few weird things. I think one was who's leading the Democratic race.
Did you answer that correctly?
Yeah, I did.
Very nice.
I was ready.
You're like, not Mitt Romney. That's the answer. I'm from BYU, man. Yeah. What else were you asked that was weird? 'Cause that's not that weird, right?
Yeah,
it's just like current.
It's just not football. It's current event.
Yeah.
So, let's see. What else was I asked? I was asked similar questions like name. This is not really that weird, but name as many defensive plays as you can in a minute. And so
in the NFL?
No, from college.
Oh, play. Yeah, plays.
Yeah,
okay.
play. Oh, yeah, defensive calls. So
gotcha.
Yeah, so I just went as fast as I could and just busted them all out.
You could have made them up, and they wouldn't have known.
That's
right.
That is true.
That's called lying.
I thought of that at first,
but he could have done it.
It's not lying. That's not lying. I mean, those could be
Brian,
a
we
play.
need to have a chat after.
Those could be a play. They could be played somewhere else or in the future. So,
It was at BYU. It was pretty specific.
Oh, he said that. It was at
Bronson.
BYU?
Yeah,
Bronson Kaufusi.
I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear the last part.
Bronson Kaufusi, who cannot tell a lie, is on BYU Sports Nation. Top 5 finish in the 3-cone drill and 20-yard shuttle. Did you expect to finish that well in those categories?
I mean, you always hope to be at the top. I mean, you prepare like you're going to be number one, and then wherever wherever you fall, that's where it's at. But I felt like from the training and things, and my trainer was a great trainer, and I knew what I was going to get, and I felt like it was going to be.
Were those
good.
numbers spot on from what you've been hitting prior to that point?
A little bit faster because I had fresher legs.
Oh, okay.
A little bit faster just because I had fresher legs. So
I hear sometimes people that go and train, they're like, yeah, I ran a 4.3, and then they get to the combine and they run a 4.6.
Yeah.
You know, just crazy, weird things like that. So
Yeah, no, that happens though because it's different at the combine. You know, laser
compared to
there's just different ways. Yeah.
So you had a good trainer then.
Yeah, I had a great trainer. Great trainer.
With you finishing in the top 5 in some of those categories, has there been more interest from scouts?
To be honest, I don't really know. I just went there and did it, and
you don't talk to your agent.
Your agent working all that out.
You don't talk to your agent about it.
Yeah, I mean, I just let him do his. Let them handle everything, and then I just know what I have to do, and
you just do your part.
Yeah, I just do my part. Yeah.
Okay.
What's it like going to the combine and knowing, okay, there's a job on the line. This is a business. Like do you get nervous when you crouch down for that 40? When you go to the bench, normally you're lifting in front of your teammates and whatnot, but it's a little different. It might be on NFL Network, all the drills, all of that stuff. What is that like?
I mean, I think for some it can get a little, people get a little nervous. For me, it's just stuff I've been doing my whole life. Benching, running.
Just now with TV cameras.
Just now there's TV cameras, and there's, NFL coaches and scouts. Everyone's there. But I'm just there doing something I've been doing my whole life. I keep reminding myself that.
So you were comfortable in that situation?
Yeah, I felt comfortable and prepared, and I didn't really get nervous.
What about the other players that you were competing with, or I guess working out with? Did anything, surprise you at all when you see somebody, hey, this kid was from Alabama or USC and he sucked? Or
well, I don't. For me, I just think I can compete with everyone here.
Right.
I line up, the Senior Bowl at the Combine. I just know I can compete with anybody here. Doesn't matter what school they're from. I don't care.
You got to give Jerem some of that swag, man. That's I try to teach him that you got to be David. You got to be like David, man. You go up against any.
But sometimes you look like Goliath. And it's like, what the heck, man? You're David sitting next to Goliath here. Jeez, man.
Yeah, it's 2 different types of confidences and swags.
Bronson Kaufusi is on BYU Sports Nation. What now for you? BYU Pro Day? Is that kind of the next thing?
Yeah, so BYU Pro Day. So training for that, and just making sure I'm ready for anything that NFL coaches toss at me when I might have some opportunities to go and have workouts at their facilities and things, or they might come here, and I just want to be prepared.
Yep.
What if the Lions draft you? Like with Ziggy and KV, they just keep this BYU thing going. What would that be like if the Lions?
2012 defense. That's what I think about.
Which a lot of those guys are in the NFL.
Yeah.
Have you thought about that? Spencer Hadley, Alani.
Was that the best defense?
Well, Hadley was.
Stats wise?
That was a top 5 defense.
Top 5?
Your freshman year.
Yeah.
You got back in August, and then all of a sudden that defense was a top 5 defense.
Yeah, it was awesome. There's some great players though.
Yeah.
Great leadership. Yeah.
That was a good defense, man.
2010, we had a good defense too.
But it wasn't as good as 12. But it wasn't as good as 12, Brian. There have been a lot of good defense. Yeah, absolutely. What's the conversation like with your brother Corbin as he's become a starter again on the basketball team and they head into Vegas?
Yeah, man, just excited. For me, I'm really excited for him. Excited to see him play, and I always wanted to, I really wanted to perform well. And so anytime he struggled, I'm always just like little cringe, and I'm like, oh, should have swatted that, or bad foul, But I know how it goes. So I'm excited for the team, and I hope that they win out down there in Vegas.
Would you want him to play football? Could you see him playing football?
I wouldn't say. I'm not gonna say anything like he's gonna play or anything, but I think he could play.
He could still play.
He could still play because I know he could get big.
Why'd you make that statement before you answered the question?
I thought that's what you were going for.
No. I think we just.
If you recall, Goliath,
we just did a mind twist because you thought I was going there.
Yeah.
And I wasn't.
And he jumped you.
And you jumped me. So then it made me
proactive.
It came back to me, and I'm like, wait, is he gonna play football? Yeah, what's going on? What's happening?
That's still a question for him. I don't know that it's like 100% basketball. Yeah, we'll see, right?
Breaking news! You heard it here.
He could do it.
Do you think Kelly Olynyk, who's on the Celtics, former Gonzaga guy, do you think he still remembers you? Like do you think occasionally he gets hit hard and he thinks about the play in the Marriott Center?
Probably.
Like he wakes up in the middle of the night. He's
Except
thinking
for
about
cold sweat.
Bronson
Cold sweat,
Kaufusi. Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, it's been fun to watch you at the Combine. We look forward to, BYU Pro Day, and we give you the karma for the BYU Pro Day. So you can run. Oh, God.
Touch me, man.
He's not in.
Touch me.
He's not in.
No,
He's not in, dude.
in this situation, I'm not Bob. But
I'm not.
He's not a Bob, man.
Bronson, best.
You lost 2 letters. When you started this, you were a Bob, and then you lowered your seat, and you became B-O, and then now you're a B. It's like reverse pig.
Let's not give Brian access to the building next time. Bronson, best of luck with everything. We appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Brian, you can
Appreciate
come
it.
back too, I guess.